My point is that when you see a fight like this in a MAGA crowd, you can't help but wonder, do those people care at all that black man is getting beaten by this dude? Or are they like, that's what he deserves? I hate to say that. That's literally what I think about these types of crowds, specifically because they are very much like a mob. These are people that don't think. These are people that do. And it's just insane. Trigger warning. This is physical violence. If you're not okay with physical violence, or if you're not okay with watching one MAGA supporter go after another MAGA supporter in what is insane to watch, but just like, I wanted to show you guys this because this is what I think of when I see a MAGA. And also, by the way, I'm an MMA fan. I'm a boxing fan. I don't have any aversion to physical violence. Never have been. But if you're not into it, this isn't the part for you. Just want to give you guys a little bit of trigger warning there. But this is apparently what happened at I believe this is a rally for Trump, where two merchandisers were in line at a MAGA rally, and this happened. And if you notice, look at this. Look at the girl. The girl walking around, she's recording it. He's recording it. No one's helping this man. Now this guy and this guy, I'm guessing that's a security officer wearing a fanny pack? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. When the mob turns on itself, I'm going to show it, because I think that people should see this and understand it's a mob. It's a cult. And when you are a part of the mob, there's a chance that the mob turns on you. And that's what happened in this it was, oh, here it is. It was a Michigan rally, Saginaw, Michigan rally. A white MAGA supporter attacked a black MAGA supporter. And this is like, I was talking about the KKK pulling in minorities earlier. This is one of those things I think like minorities don't understand, like how deep into the actual like white nationalism that Trump and his supporters are, how much of that Kool-Aid they've drank. And if you are a black man or a minority, or you are LGBT and you are a part of the Trump group, you should be aware that these people will turn on you. These people will turn on you at any fucking moment for any reason. If Donald Trump were to tell his supporters that you were part of the issue, that you were part of the Haitians, shit, you would be lucky if you're an African American that does not get judged as potentially being a Haitian by one of these Trump supporters. Like, you can imagine the type of things that got said to this man before this fight started. You can imagine. I wish they would have video of what got said by this white man to this black man before this fight started. Because I guarantee you that would be a small peek into the white nationalism that is rampant within Trump's ideology. Saginaw is KKK's beach? No doubt, huh? I should check out Saginaw and see what it is. Yeah, they're going to turn on him. And that it is sad. Like I said, take a look next time that there's a State of the Union address. You don't even have to. You can go Google it right now. Here. When you look at the left versus the right, you can see the difference in diversity. Now, there's still way too many white people. Way too many. And I'm not saying that white people shouldn't be a part of this. My point is that when you look at the diversity on either side of the aisle, it should be African Americans. There should be LGBT people. There should be minorities. That like this is something that we should see in our house, is diversity. And when you're the one person that is an African American, like Byron Donalds over on the right, when you're the one person that is gay on the right, when you are the one person that is, that shows any type of diversity at all, I mean, Look at that picture. I'm a white dude. I don't think being racist against white people is acceptable either. But you call a spade a spade. And this is a picture of nothing but white dudes. And the reason that's a problem is because when you don't have diversity of thought, when you don't have experience of culture, you cannot run a country that is as diverse and has as many cultures as America does effectively. White men, wealthy white dudes, can't speak to what's going on in the poor African American community. Straight white men can't speak to what is going on in the LGBT community. It's not about just having a colorful look, right? Like, it's not just about like we're making the gays feel like they're part of the community. No, it's about like there's an actual logical reason behind why diversity is important. And that's because in a country the size of America, if we don't have diversity of thought amongst our leaders, then we don't have fair representation. We need to have people that have been through the things we've been through, right? Like one of the reasons that I like AOC, right? One of the reasons I like AOC is because AOC was a waitress. AOC was a bartender. AOC didn't come from these huge connections like with the Clintons or the Obamas or whoever. No, she like came up from I wouldn't say the bottom, but she came up from a lower class than most politicians come from. Therefore, that changes the way that she thinks about legislation and policies and the way that she determines how she's going to deal with her constituents. And I'm not saying that eventually AOC doesn't turn into just another politician or a person that doesn't really care about a constituent. That's a possibility. But at least we have that diversity of thought. We have somebody that is a Latino. Is she Puerto Rican? I think she's Puerto Rican. That comes from a middle class or blue collar background. She's a female. She represents something that isn't very well represented within our political sphere. And I mean that on both sides. I think that even the left needs to become more diverse. I don't think the left has reached the amount of diversity that it needs to have. We need people from the lower class, the middle class, and even the upper class. We need people that are minorities, people that are Caucasian, people that are male, people that are female, people that represent non-binary. We need people from all sexualities. Because if we can have that within our Congress, then we can start to have fair representation when it comes time to vote for these bills that affect the people that potentially these politicians come from, these cultures that these people come from. It's very, very important to the running of this country that happens. And all I'm saying is currently what's going on the right, the left has its own things that should be looked at. But you can't compare the left and the right currently as far as diversity goes. The left is much more diverse than the right is. And the reason that the right has any diversity at all is so that way they can point at a black dude and go, see, that's my black friend. I'm not racist. The only reason they have any gay people at all is either because the gay dude is going like, wow, fucking, I can grift so hard over here by just being the one gay dude on this side. Or it's so they can point at him and go, look, we're not homophobic. We have a gay member. My point is that when you see a fight like this in a MAGA crowd, you can't help but wonder, do those people care at all that black man is getting beaten by this dude? Or are they like, that's what he deserves? I hate to say that. That's literally what I think about these types of crowds specifically, because they are very much like a mob. These are people that don't think. These are people that do. And it's just insane.